Alright, boys and girls, welcome back. We are in round 3 of our F1 Manager 2022 playthrough with Daniel Ricciardo as our second driver. I apologize for my pedo stash. I haven't shaved in like 2 weeks. I know, all 16 follicles. But trust me, when I'm clean shaven, I look less molesty than I do right now. So we will continue with our season here. And if you missed the first 2 races, then we had a pretty decent race at Bahrain and not so great one at Saudi Arabia, even though we're still at the top of the constructors standings. Alex is first in the driver's standings with 52 points, and Daniel Ricciardo is fourth with 23 points. 11 days until the next race. Let's take a look at what is coming in. New suspension, new chassis, and then side pods next week, or the week after the next race, I should say. So we have quite a bit of upgrades coming in. Memorabilia room. Yeah, that's right. We have to keep an eye on our cost cap because we had to spend Jesus Christ, I don't know how much we spent on oh geez, I haven't even been looking at this. So remaining cap, we literally only have $30 million left to use for the rest of the year, because this is our projected car parts development projected staff salaries. Okay, so this is all of our staff salary here. Our facilities, how much they will cost to run all year. So this is like the extra that we have to play with. God, I've been playing this game since launch and I haven't even noticed this. So we only have about $30.5 million left to use on frivolous stuff, like saying we want to emergency manufacture or something like that. Okay, so I think we will just kind of limit our budget right now as much as we can. Let's take a look at what our facilities look like. All right, the important stuff is all caught up. Race simulator, I think I want to do this just because our drivers are already at the point where they're not progressing much. They're not getting much XP in every race. So I want to keep this as up to date as possible to maximize all of our development points for our drivers. Now, this stuff, I don't really know. You know what? They're not that expensive anyway, so let's just go ahead and do it. Although we're going to have to... Oh, shoot. I hope we have enough money to actually manufacture our parts. Okay, so here comes the suspension. Suspension. How much is it going to cost? Not too bad, not too bad. If we rush it, okay, let's go ahead and rush it. 10 days, which means we should have 3 parts in by practice, and then 1 part will be here when the race gets here. So we'll do that. Suspension design complete. Sponsor obligation. We got a little bit more money coming in. And then the chassis is done. The chassis doesn't really do much for car development. I think this is probably one of the less important ones. They do take a long ass time to manufacture though. If we rush it, oh shoot. If we emergency manufacture, if we rush it, we'll get one in. You know, let's just go with normal. I don't want to spend any more money than we already have to, and we're still the #1 car on the grid anyway, so I'm not going to emergency manufacture if we don't have to. But our suspension is done. Let's put those on the car. Oh, nope, apparently not done. So let's continue. Oh, new regulation vote already. Minor technical changes. Cooling? Oh, I don't even give a crap. Cooling doesn't matter on the car anyway. Let's just randomly choose one. Okay, we're going with airflow focus change. No, we want cooling focus. Oh, I read that wrong. I thought it was going to be engine or brake, but they meant cooling or airflow focus changes. Yes, definitely cooling focus changes, because that shit doesn't matter. Okay, did we get the other suspension in? Yes, we did. Okay. All right, race prep, race preview. So after 2 races, I think I can go ahead and guarantee that we can get both cars in here. Now, normally I wouldn't mess around with these performance targets, but since we're a little bit low on money, I'm gonna try to do as much as I can to bring in as much money. Fastest lap, can't edit that. Okay, guarantee slot finish position streak 4th or better. I think we can get. Let's just go with 3 for now and see how we do. Okay, so are we on the last day? Yes, we are. Let's take a look at the car now. We were first in everything. Okay, we've gone down a little bit. So 3rd in low speed, 5th in dirty air low speed, and 3rd in dirty air medium speed. Let's take a look at Red Bull, who seems to be the only other competition on the grid right now. And even though they're not 3rd in every category, they'll probably still be the biggest threat. So who's the 2nd fastest car now then? It's not Ferrari. It's definitely not McLaren. McLaren is dead last. Is it Mercedes? It is Mercedes. So look to, is it still Sainz? Look to Sainz being a pretty big threat in this race. Since it's the beginning of the season, we might as well go through and just take a look at everybody. Alright, so the Alpine looks pretty good too as well. Straight line speed, not that great. They pretty much look like us at the end of last season. Good cornering and dirty air cornering, and then it's just DRS in the top speed and acceleration, not that great. Haas, middle of the pack. AlphaTauri, backmarker team. Alfa Romeo, back of the midfield. And Aston Martin, whom I thought looked good at the beginning of the season, but all of a sudden now they don't look that great. I thought they were like 10th and 11th in most of these at the beginning of the season, but not so today. Don't think any of our drivers have anything. Ooh, Oliver actually has one. Where do we want to put it? Let's just put it into adaptability to make everything above 70 on him. We'll do that. How about our staff? Alright, Mosconi gets one. We will add it to pit crew management. Actually, let's take a look at our pit crew. 61, 65, 65, 68. Okay. Monthly salary, 50K. I wish there was more options here. Like, I wish we could spend more money to make these better, because they only reach about like mid to high 70s and then they get reset at the end of every season. So, not a big fan of that. Okay. So that's it. Let's start the race weekend, boys. I will take care of practice. I'll see you here for the start of quali. Okay, so after FP3, we are 1 and 2, which is good. Leclerc is 1/10 behind. Sainz is about 3/10 behind. So Verstappen 3/10 behind. Okay, that is interesting. We got a 93-94 car parts knowledge, only 94%. We ran Oliver Bearman for FP1 just because it's really not going to affect Daniel's development too much. So, do we want to mess around with the setups here? Well, I think we can only go right with that. So let's do that. Oh, hello, Benjamin. And let's see if we can do anything for Daniel here. Now, this can only go left, so that might make it a little bit simple as well. Okay, let's see if that will work. Now, I don't know if I want to put on new parts here and make engine 1 the practice engine. We're at 68 and 58 already. Maybe we'll run this 69 and 60. Maybe we'll run these engines in the gearbox for one more race. We have 4 engines. What are we on? Race 3. Man, these engines don't really last that long. These gearboxes don't last that long. But once we stop using them for practice, these should last a little bit longer. And then ERS is still okay. Yeah, let's run these engines and gearboxes for one more race, or at least let's run them for qualifying and see what we look like before we decide on what we're gonna do. So Australian Grand Prix qualifying going on right now.
Okay, radio check.
Ricciardo's actually driving pretty well, other than that one mistake at Saudi Arabia, and then it was impossible to harvest any battery at that track. But I think if it was a different track, he would have been able to come back a little bit better. And then we kind of stole that win away from him at Bahrain, because I was on board the wrong car and thinking that I was on board with Alex when I was actually on board with Max because I wasn't thinking. Alright, so we'll send him out here after Perez comes through. Don't believe... Yeah, Magnussen's on a slow lap now, and we get slipstream off of Leclerc, I believe. I think he's on an outlap as well. Okay, boys, let's see what we can do here. Oh, no. Verstappen's on a slow lap in front of us. Can we get past him on the fast part of the track? Okay, good. There we go. I don't know why he's been jumping up here all of a sudden. Alright, so Alex got held up a little bit. Ricardo's on pole. Alex in P5. Is that P5 going to be good enough to get us through to Q2? I think it will be. Maybe we'll keep them out for the second run. I don't want to waste any tires. I don't want to smell your butt. Sit down. Sit down. Yeah, we're gonna keep him. We're gonna keep him in the pit lane. So we got guys that need like to find over half a second just to beat us. I don't think that's gonna happen. Go to bed. Go to bed, Benjamin. Let's see how we do. Ah, he keeps knocking his head into my mouse and my microphone. Please don't drop too much. Please don't drop too much. Alright, P8. That should be good enough. Yeah, we got held up a little bit on our run, so I think that explains the lack of pace there. Alright, we got it up to 99 and 96. I think that was better than before. That's good. Do we want to give them new... I think at the very least we should probably put them on new gearboxes. Alright, we're going to put them on new gearboxes here. Early on in the season, I want them to rack up as many points as they can. The engine's at 69% for Daniel and 68% for Alex. I think that's still good. We're not going to mess around with that. We'll put them on the scrub sets of softs here for their first Q2 run. And see how we do. I think we should still be okay, though. I mean, if we were close to the top with a gearbox in the 50%, I think a brand new gearbox here should be able to help us. Maybe an engine would have been nice. Alright, just don't knock anything over. Sorry, guys. You get to look at the kitty caboose here for a little bit. We'll send them out. Once these guys come through, we'll send them out after Norris. I think we should be okay. Alright, we're out behind Giovinazzi. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we'll see. How did we do? How did we do? Alright, still second and fourth. Okay, you can't be blocking the camera, buddy. Second and fourth, and we're only about 700ths and a little over a tenth off of the pole time, or P1 time, so I think we're good. And these guys seem really slow. These guys having to find 7/10 just to beat us in P4. I think we'll be okay. We'll save our tires, and this way we'll have two new sets of softs for Q3, and then it will allow us to still get into the race with a new set of softs. Wow, we dropped a lot further than I expected, but we still made it in. Time wasn't bad considering they were both on old tires there. Okay, now come the new tires. Do we want to give them the new engines? No, I think we'll wait. I think we can wait. We'll wait until the next race to demote these engines to practice engines.
Check. Yep, radio is good. Drink's good.
Alright, we're going to send them out with this group here just to try and get some slipstream. So we'll wait for somebody behind us to come out, either Sainz or Verstappen, and then we'll send our guys out. The good thing is they don't juggle the pit lane after every... Or the paddock positions after every season, so we're still towards the front of the track here. Here comes Verstappen. We'll send our guys out. Alright, so we're behind Bottas, and Ocon is on a fast lap. We kind of screwed him over there. Are we going to catch up to him now too? Yes, I think we will. Please catch up to him on a fast part of the track. Oh no, we caught up to him at the worst part of the track. Alright, P2 and P3. So we barely made it to the end of the lap there without catching up to him. I knew Sainz was going to be difficult. Alright, so Sainz is on provisional pole right now. We did have a less than efficient lap there, being caught up in traffic. So let's hope that doesn't happen here. We'll wait until everybody comes out. Okay, here comes Verstappen and Leclerc. We will send our boys out. Oh, we're last in line. So we're caught up behind Russell. Ferrari having a better year than they were last year, though, so this may not be a bad thing. All right, green and purple, boys. Green and purple. I should change my channel name to Green and Purple. Green and Purple Sectors. Come on, Green and Purple Sectors. Ah, damn it, Daniel. Okay. Alright, so Alex, a little less... Well, you know what? They're not even that far apart. They're about a 10th off of Sainz's time. So, that's good for us. Oh, I think I'm going to put the engine on right now. Yeah, I think I'm going to give them both a new engine. Man, the engine just goes so damn quick with the Red Bull. We're with Red Bull, right? Or did we switch back to Ferrari? I think we're still with Ferrari, actually. Okay, so let's go with the strategy here. Medium to... medium to hards, no. Medium, hard, mediums? Now, if I remember correctly, some of these guys will try to make the medium to hards last the entire race. Maybe we'll go medium hards and we'll just follow Verstappen's lead here. If he comes in, we'll come in as well. Actually, let's change it one lap later than Alex. So lap 26, Daniel's coming in. Lap 25, Alex is coming in. Now this means we won't be able to push, and I don't really even know if there's any point in giving them extra fuel, because when you're pushing on fuel, you actually lose tire deg a lot faster as well. Not as much as when you're pushing on the tires, but when you're pushing on fuel, you lose tire deg a lot faster than when you're not pushing on fuel. So we will do this, and we will just try to follow Sainz and Verstappen as long as we can. Alright, so everybody's pretty much on mediums up front here.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
I'm gonna pause, just take a look. Yeah, oh my god. Okay, so only 2 people on hards. Okay, let's see. We'll have Alex do overtake and push, and then we will just let Daniel push on fuel so he doesn't lose position to the guys behind. He lost the position. Come on, get back out in front of Leclerc.
And a new position just gained by Williams.
Okay, so we are back out in front of Leclerc. Alex is pushing the leaders now. Sainz and Verstappen. Should I even bother with this? No. Let's see how long we can sit back here just following them. Good thing, though, is that both Alex and Daniel have really good tire management skills, so we're not worried about them like we were with Oscar Piastri, who was always like 7 to 10% lower than everybody else at the end of their stints. Alex and Daniel should be able to stick close enough to Verstappen that we're not at a severe disadvantage towards the end of our stints like we were with Oscar. So we're looking good here. I don't know how slow Sainz is going to be. Maybe I want to get out in front of him as quick as possible just so we don't lose contact to Verstappen. Well, Sainz is still able to keep up half a second. He does have the faster car, but Verstappen is the better driver.
Use DRS.
Alright, so everybody's still within DRS now at the time of enabling. So hopefully we can stick around here for a little bit. And then once the tire deck goes down a little bit, then we can start making moves. And once we kind of figure out what Red Bull are planning on doing with their strategy. Alright, so Sainz should be able to just close right back up to Verstappen through DRS there. Sector 3.
You're fastest man on track.
Alright, this is what I want to see, them fighting and slowing each other down while we're harvesting DRS. I'm not too worried now. Sainz looks to be slower than Verstappen anyway. So as long as Verstappen's in P2, it should give us a chance here to eventually come back. We're not even losing that much time, really. ERS fully charged, that's good. Actually, it looks like Sainz might actually be faster than Verstappen here. I don't want to push too early just because I don't want to go through all of our tires that early in the race. I would love if one of these guys would go off though, but looks like they're still able to maintain pretty decent gap there, and Ricciardo's not that far behind either, so let's see if we can make a move down this DRS straight.
That is fastest lap.
Come on, can we get by Ricciardo? He doesn't have DRS. Right down the inside? Nope. Let's try running overtake for a little bit through this lap, see if Alex can overtake Verstappen somewhere. Nah, damn it. He's just too damn close. It's a train all the way down to P8 as well, so we have a little bit of pressure coming from behind. This might be tough. Looks like it's a 3-horse race at the front here. Can we get by Verstappen? No, damn it. What is the tire we're at? Oh, we did. We're... Oh, man. We were... Okay, there we go.
You have fastest lap.
Oh, jeez. I thought it was about to rain.
This is awesome work. Come on.
Okay, so we have the worst tire life out of everybody in front. Obviously, Sainz and Verstappen are higher rated drivers, so they're going to be a little bit better than us. Plus, we were pushing with fuel for a little bit as well. Let me see if we can get Ricciardo ahead here at some point. I'd love to have a rare gunner. Come on now. Come on, Daniel. Come on. There we go. We got the straight line speed on these guys. Even with DRS, it's not super easy for them to catch up to us.
And a new position.
Oh, I was hoping he'd hang it around the outside there. Alright, let's see if Ricciardo can just overtake Sainz off of pace. No, he got back out in front of us. Okay, we'll have Alex harvest a little bit. No, never mind.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
Oh, nice. Okay, so Ricciardo made it out in front of us. I'm going to have him not fight teammate here just to see if this will help us maintain this position. Hopefully, just have both of our cars in front of them going into a corner and not allowing to pass either on the outside or on the inside. Let's see if this will help us at all. And then we have to be wary now because some of these guys are pitting. I assume these will be the two-stop guys. And let's see, will Sainz or Verstappen come in? No. Okay. That's interesting. I do kind of want to let Ricciardo pass and have him push with the battery that he has, but we all know what happens when there's these cars are that close to you and you don't fight teammate to the car ahead, they end up dropping all the way back to the end of the train for some reason. I don't know why. Kind of a bug that the developers still haven't worked out yet. So I'm going to leave them here for now until we can get out of DRS and then make the move. And it doesn't look like anybody's pitting yet, so we still have to be really good on our tire wear right now. What do we have? 51, 49. We're not too far off of Sainz or Verstappen, and they're all still staying out. So I assume these guys will all be going for a one stop. So Alex is in the pit window right now. Okay. So good thing that is we are in front, and our tire life is not as good as our competitors behind us. There they go, into the pits now. So we'll have Alex come in on this lap, and then we'll have Ricciardo come in on the next. We'll have Ricciardo burn through the rest of his DRS, or ERS I should say. Nice, and we still came out in front of Sainz. That's good. Here comes Ricciardo. I did have him come in, right? Oh, no. I fucked that up. God damn it. I fucked that up. I'm so sorry, Daniel. Okay, so now he's coming in. I should have had Alex slow down the cars behind. Holy crap, Daniel Ricciardo still came out? Okay, so he's behind Sainz right now.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
Nope, lost some time to Sainz through that corner there. Come on, Alex, push with some battery here. Stay outside of DRS. What happened to Ricciardo? He's just really slow all of a sudden.
Red Bull gained a place.
Come on, can we get that position back, Daniel? Alright, so Alex is 2.2 ahead of Sainz right now. We have Ricciardo fighting Verstappen for P3. Don't know why we lost that position. And here comes Ricciardo on the attack right now, about to catch up to Sainz, the DRS behind Sainz. I'm going to harvest a little bit so Alex isn't hitting 0% on the main straight there, and we're in a good spot. The same thing with Ricciardo for now. Just so we're not hitting 0%. Okay, Ricciardo's got a bit of work to do. He's got to drop the Mercedes behind him. And then there's Verstappen right behind him as well. So, I don't know. Will these tires make it to the end? Yeah, they should make it to the end. Well, Ricciardo should make it to the end. Alex may not, but he does have a pretty decent lead right now.
Just gained by Williams.
Oh, thank you. Investi slowed everybody down through those last few corners, so that should allow us a little bit of a buffer here. Yep. Okay, so Ricciardo's outside of DRS now, and Sainz is dropping back. And Ricciardo and Albon are actually at pretty similar pace here. The gap's staying at about 2.93 seconds. So between our two cars, we're pretty quick, and Sainz is having some problems trying to reel Ricciardo back in. We need Verstappen to step up a little bit and start attacking Sainz to slow him down, because I don't think Alex's tires are going to go to the end, or at least he's going to be under 30% by the end of the race. So we need him to gain as much of a gap as possible. Well, we still are better than Sainz and Verstappen, so if they do pit for another set of tires at the end of the race, we should still be safe. I don't know. What do you think? Should we pay back Ricciardo here and give him the win? Maybe. We'll see how far ahead we are of Sainz and Verstappen towards the end of the race. We got 18 laps left to go. We got 4-second lead to Sainz. I don't know if Sainz and Verstappen are going to come back in again. We're catching up to traffic now. Come on, Mick. Get out of the way. And Ricciardo's maintaining that 3-second gap. It's not really going up or down by that much, so he's actually pretty much on pace with Alex here. And Mick Schumacher is on brand new mediums, and we're still able to close up on him too, so pretty decent pace out of the Williams car right now. We are on 60% hards. Mick Schumacher's on brand new mediums, and we're reeling him in. I know he's a back marker at this point, but still quite impressive. All right, Verstappen really having issues here catching up to Sainz. And the Alpines are actually doing pretty good job. They're only about 3 seconds behind Verstappen, so they got pretty good pace on this track anyway. I'm going to have to go back and take a look at their car analysis to see where they rank. I'm surprised both of them. I think I remember saying that Alpine had a pretty good car before the start of the race, so I'm not surprised that they're doing quite well today. Yeah, caught in a lot of backmarker traffic right now. 8 laps left to go. Maybe we'll start shutting Alex down for the day here and allow Ricciardo to catch up. And we'll do don't fight teammate with Alex. We'll give Ricciardo back his win that we stole from him at Bahrain, and then we will be back on equal footing here. I don't want people to say, in case it's tight at the end of the year, I don't want people to say, oh, he only won because you gave him the win at Bahrain at the beginning of the year. So this is it. This is paying back Ricciardo for that win that we stole from him at Bahrain. We are even Stevens at this point, and then we can continue to fight for the rest of the year. This should also help Ricciardo jump. I'm not sure how big the gap is to Leclerc and Verstappen in the driver's standings, but this should do a lot to help him jump or get that gap closer anyway. They're still finishing in the points. Verstappen's 4th, so he's still finishing with 12 points. Leclerc, not so much. So we'll probably definitely jump Leclerc. I don't know if we're going to jump Verstappen. I don't remember how many points we are behind him. Look at all this traffic, though. 2 laps left to go. Let's go on board and celebrate this win with Ricciardo. It's been quite... Actually, no. I keep forgetting. He won last year. In the Alfa Romeo, he won at Imola because we made a mistake. He got through some traffic that were still on old tires, and I didn't realize that, so I didn't push to overtake that traffic, and he ended up winning. So
One more lap.
final lap. Oh, and it's the Australian Grand Prix, so this is a home win for him too. I don't think he's ever had a win at Australia. I don't think so. Actually, in fact, I think he's generally had like Leclerc-like luck at his home race at Australia. Usually doesn't finish well, kind of like Leclerc doesn't finish well at Monaco, if he finishes at all. So this will be Ricciardo's first win and probably his most successful race in his home race. So we're going to celebrate with him a little bit here. I am surprised that we are that much quicker than Sainz and Verstappen, though. I mean, I know that we rank higher than them, but I don't know. I don't remember what the actual gaps were in performance. Okay, there we go, Daniel.
Oh, and it's Ricciardo for the win.
Oh, we don't even get like a radio celebration from him or anything.
We have a checkered flag now.
You guys did it when it counts. Thank you.
Ricciardo won the race, but we get the radio message from Alex's side of the garage. Okay, that's kind of weird. All right, boys and girls. So we have the fastest car on the grid right now, and two, I don't want to say the best drivers, 2 of the better midfield drivers in the car. So the car is definitely helping with these 2 guys right now. So did he jump him? Yes, he did. My cat literally jumps from one side of the desk to the other and messes around with crap. So we are 3 points ahead of Verstappen right now. Daniel Ricciardo is anyway already doing a lot better in the car than Oscar Piastri did the entire, what was it, like 2 or 3 years that we had him in the car. Where is Oscar? P16 with no points. He is an 84 overall rated driver now, and he'll probably be higher than that by the end of his career. And in the constructor standings, we are 40 points ahead of Red Bull. So even with all the limited wind tunnel time and stuff like that, we're still doing better. Jeez, look at this. Only 320 points for experience gain. Yeah, so he only lost 35 points in FP1, which really wouldn't matter much anyway. 35 points, what's a third of 35 is 10 points. So he would probably had like 331 or 332 points here if we'd run him in FP1, so not a huge loss when you consider that Oliver actually gets 850 for those 35 that Daniel loses. So I think it's a good trade-off. I think for now, while Alex's growth potential is still at an 88 or 0.88, I'm going to keep using Oliver in... I'm going to, keep putting Oliver into Daniel's car for FP1. Alright, so we made a cool 4.7 million driver bonuses. We lose 100,000 to Ricciardo and 600,000 to Alex. I think we got away with this. Only $100,000 for a race bonus there. I wonder if I could have dropped Alex's race bonus a little bit as well. 600k seems like a lot. On top of the, I don't know what his salary is already. Alex, what is your salary? $18 million salary. Jesus. And 600k for finishing third or higher. Yeah, I think we're going to drop this at the next contract, but we still have 4 years to go anyway. But that's it for now, boys. Successful Australian Grand Prix debut in the Williams for Ricciardo. He got the win back that he lost out on at Bahrain. So we will leave it there. Benjamin's in my lap. He'll probably be in my lap for the next race because I'll be recording it right after this. We'll leave it at that. If you think I've earned it, please feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Guys, we've made it to 200. In fact, we actually hit 203 earlier this morning when I woke up. I checked that. So we're working our way up there. Remember to eat your bok choy. Stay tuned for more. I'll see you guys in the next one.